Now we are going to talk about content creation. We have created a very strong identity of your brand, who you are, who you're not, what you stand for, what you don't stand for. Now, there are some things that is really important, not just for yourself, but also for your team when you're growing and expanding in your company to look at. And is about the consistency of message. As I mentioned before, you want to be able to have a consistent message, to repeat the same thing and the same concept and the same ideas over and over again, because it's through the process of repetition that people can remember and can associate immediately. As soon as they mention your name, who you are, what you stand for, what you do, what you offer, it's just that it's this process of consistent repetition over and over again that creates a pattern in their brain to immediately associate your name with all these other feelings and areas of information. And how do you achieve this result practically? And you achieve it through two things. One is to have a word bank, and the other one is to have a phrase bank. What is a word bank? What is a phrase bank? A word bank is a bank of words that you are consistently using over and over again, that they are always present in your message. It doesn't matter what you write about, if you're something personal, if something business related. They are words that are always there, guiding your content, guiding your material, because people will see those words over and over again, and then will start associating you with those words. And the second thing is a phrase bank, which is the same thing as a word bank, but with longer sentences and phrases. So then they will be able to articulate by reading those phrases over and over again. People will be able to articulate your message in a very concise and short way and make you more memorable. Now, this is not just powerful for your audience. When you have a team and you're growing now your business as an influencer, you will use the same words and phrases consistently. And you will find that your team will start using those words and phrases consistently. And as well as important as part of your training when you're expanding and growing a team, to make sure that they know what words they use, what phrases they use. The rest, it can be modified, it can be more personal, but these needs to remain consistent. Now, as well as is important, as we said in mentioned in the previous video, as is important is to see what words you use and what phrases you use. It is important to see what phrases you don't use and what words you don't use. So you're going to do the exercise on the words bank, also on the things that you never say, or words that you never mention, or phrases you will never say. So for example, there is in GTeX is all about inclusion. One of the keywords and words phrases in the words bank is community, is growth, is implementation, is fun, is getting things done, is cutting edge. So these are things that are part of the words bank of GTeX. Things that are part of the phrase bank of GTeX is together we grow exponentially. You've seen me maybe hearing like saying it at the end of every podcast, at the end of every blog post that I write, at the end of every Facebook post or Instagram post or LinkedIn post that I write, is email that I send, is always there. One of the things that I will never mention or getting involved in is, for example, politics, religion. You never see me using the words racist. You will never see me use actually the word race in comments. You will never see me use certain word that is not part of the way I talk and the way we talk here at GTeX. So this is as important to identify what you use and what you don't use for your business. So now it's time to do your exercise. Go back to your manual and see what words are you going to use, what phrases you're going to use. And the same, what words you're not going to use, what phrases you're not going to use. That's useful for you as a hobby, as an expert, as an influencer, the manner or way you are, because this is going to be useful for you and for your team where you can pass them on. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.